For today's cup of coffee, we have a what the fuck file, and this
It's
one
been
is
a day.
This
It's
one
been
is
a
personal.
day.
This youngest kid is the what
Personal.
the fuck
Yeah,
file.
I took it personal.
He is the what the fuck file.
It's a bad day.
Now, when we
It's
have
a bad day. It's a bad day when you're the what the fuck file.
yes,
It's a bad day.
but it has brought amusement and mirth to many. It's a really, it's going to be one of those days when you wake up, you waddle through your jungle atmosphere home.
Jungle atmosphere.
Because
it's
we've
a
had-
nice 82.
Everything is damp. We did turn the fans off so that we could record this, because other than that, it sounds like a damn airport. There's propellers everywhere.
We literally got a box fan in the window. We got this like tiny little desk fan. We got the
yes.
ceiling fan going on, so we're having to yell.
Yesterday was a matter of trying to juggle and find somebody that was willing to install a heat pump for no little to no money, that are trying to find the little to no money, and making friends with the bankers, and he was always nice. Anyhow, taking not one but two cats to the vet, buying yet another
One that was not
box
ours.
fan, buying yet another box fan. Got it home. The damn thing was crushed. The plastic part was
fan was
all intact. The actual metal part was crushed. So that was a what the fuck.
Yesterday was your day. Today is
And
my
so
day. That's
I get
fucked.
up in the middle of the night, waddle
Jay.
through. Kid is still up, and then he tells me these words that were just emblazoned. And what did you say?
I got bit by a possum. A damn possum bit me. A damn possum bit my... A damn possum bit my foot.
And it was
Bit my foot.
It was one of those that the automatic response is, what? What the fuck? Did you just say a
Unprovoked.
possum bit you?
Yes.
How did a possum bite you?
No,
Where were
no.
you? I mean, and then
Mama.
it's where the interrogation part of me kicks in.
Now hold up. Unprovoked. That possum bit my foot unprovoked because it was chasing Voodoo's ass.
Okay, so you've got to do the lead up for the listeners, because they may not know who Voodoo is.
My cat.
Out of the many cats we have, the one that is the tortoise shell that has the crooked head because she had some kind of ear infection, what was that, 2 years ago?
Yes.
And was spinning around in the floor. We thought she'd had a stroke, and her head is permanently cocked to one side. But even before that happened, she was always a bitch. She does not get along with any of the other cats. She bullies the other cats. Some days it's worse than others. Yesterday was a particularly bad one for her. So Kid said that he was sitting out there smoking a cigarette on the front porch, because we don't smoke in our house.
Yeah. I was just sitting there, minding my own business. Hand and phone. Just, doing my thing. I was just smoking a cigarette while looking at my phone. And here I see this little dark colored cat that's voodoo shaped running past me, and this little white thing chasing after it as fast as her almost. And then all of a sudden, like, it's gone. Now this is what I see in like my peripheral vision.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, was that another cat? No, a possum comes up to my foot. It just, I guess it mistook it for a potato and took a bite.
So, this is a exclusive interview on this. It took a while to ask Kid.
Your little to no reaction to that is...
Honey, I was a corrections officer. I have heard some
Yes,
shit.
but you are no longer a corrections officer. You are with me.
The
You are
training.
radio
I
host.
was like this before, way before that happened. Mine was like, how did you let the possum get that close to your foot? Because it's not uncommon.
I was sitting there minding my own business. It bit my ass unprovoked.
It's not that uncommon to have possums, raccoons, what have you, to come and eat cat food, because whatever the hell is in that cat food, it must be delicious. Personally, I haven't tried it yet.
Did I step in cat food?
I don't know.
Did it smell like food?
I don't know.
And for what reason? If my foot smelled like food now, that's concerning. That's like Invader Zim. I'm turning into baloney.
I asked him if his feet smelled like something dead.
No.
He denied it.
I wash my feet, thank you. Do you?
I haven't been bitten by a possum, thank you.
I wash my feet.
I go out on the porch, and I usually have items that I can use as a weapon handy in any and every room if I'm out in public, because that's the training I've had. I have a miniature broom. I have a badminton racket.
Mama,
if worse gets to worse, I have a miniature snow shovel behind my chair and a large broom to the left of me.
Normally, the possum isn't chasing the cats.
It took, and it's like, I had to take kid to the ER.
I gotta get
after it. He had an appointment that he had to do this morning. And so he was gone for several hours.
Yeah.
And so it was a matter of the people that I had, because I still had stuff to do. Dude did come and give us an estimate on a heat pump. And I'm like, hey, my kid was bitten by a possum this morning. And then that look, it's just that shock
was it this morning?
Factor. And it was brilliant because they don't know what to do.
It was literally at 12 o'clock a.m. Is that considered morning?
Yes, that is morning. That is morning.
It's still dark out, so it's night.
No, that is not how that works.
Bullshit.
Anyhow.
Time is nothing but an illusion.
So kid goes on, and to tell the lady that is his chauffeur to the event that he attends, is like, hey, kid got bit by a possum this morning. And the same look. They don't know whether to laugh, cry, or shit.
All three.
So, anyhow, go and pick kid up, take him to the ER, and explaining the whole thing. And it's like, that's rare.
Look.
That's rare.
I'm like, it's not like I wanted. It was unprovoked.
It's not uncommon for people to be bitten by raccoons.
I can
or whatever. Raccoons are aggressive. I don't like them. They get mean.
In this case, I can actually genuinely say I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing to deserve that.
And so, kid is, then they're like, okay, the incidence of them having rabies is very, very low. And I looked at the provider. I said, the chances of getting bit by a possum was very, very low. The kid is 24 years old, so therefore it had to be his decision. She told him he could change his mind whether he did or did not want to do the series of rabies shots. And so he got to thinking about it.
I also looked at you and was like, well, do you think I should get it?
I don't know. That had to be your decision. It did.
That's a simple yes or no. That's not that answer. You chose the wrong answer that wasn't even on the list.
I have a Libra rising.
You wrote down your own answer.
I have a Libra rising on
you
that.
You failed the test because you added something that was not there.
I asked, I'm like, okay, what are the risks of him getting the rabies series? And she's like, there's none. And it's like, okay. And so it's one of those, God love him. This is the thing with Pisces. He was waffling. I
was trying to get reassurance. Be like, yes, you need this. Am I making the right decision? Yes, you are. That's what the fuck I was looking for. And you chose every other option. You need to quail that Libra ass.
It had to be your decision, not my decision, your decision.
But that's not what I was looking for in that moment.
By the time that we got to Walmart so that I could return the damaged fan, Kid is sort of, because he did have a panic attack. I mean, it's hilarious as hell, but there's still a wild animal that bit him. And he's like,
Is it?
Okay, let's go ahead and do the rabies series. So it was as simple as calling back the ER and going, okay, he's going to go ahead with the rabies series.
Yeah, but I said this in the car. If you just answer my question, we could have settled that instead of calling them back.
It's fine. We would still call them. And so they did not have, because we're in such a rural area, they did not have whatever this is, the rabies serum, on hand. They had, it'll be tomorrow and he will start the series. And as far as we understand, it's 4 different series. I don't know if it's 4 shots total or 4 series of shots, but it's on several days apart. And he will be the only person that I have ever known, first of all, that got bit by a possum. But also, no, I think my mother, when she was a small child, had to have rabies shots. I think she's said that before.
She never got bit by a possum.
No, she didn't get bit by a possum. I don't know what it was she got bit by, but she... And yes, that I'm going to go put the down payment on the heat pump tomorrow, either coming or going from the rabies shots. It may be a week or 2 before we get a new heat pump, but God is good all the time. But
you had a shit day yesterday, and today was my shit.
So I got possum chow. I be mama of possum boy.
And it's comedically tragic. That's the twisted. That's the sick and twisted part. That is fucking comedically tragic.
For many years now, when the possums would be on the porch, he's like, "I want to pet a possum." And I'm like, leave it alone. It is a wild animal. Respect its space.
Mom.
Do not try to pet the possum.
But Mom.
And he actually has cornered and petted possums before.
Yes.
Against my wishes.
Yes.
And so...
But this time, it was not me bugging the shit out of the possum. I got bit unprovoked.
You became too familiar. Too familiar with the possums.
This foot became too familiar with them.
So seriously, it could have been like, sharks a lot of times accidentally bite people because they think they're fish. It could have been that the possum just saw as far as the paleness of it, and he may have thought that it was some kind of food substance.
I bet you he did.
So, because he just bit the once.
And then panicked as soon as he realized, oh shit, human, and ran off.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And he got sad and actually moped on the flower things.
He's like, oh shit, I've tasted human.
He's like, I fucked up.
I drew blood.
I hurt somebody. I hurt a human.
He's probably afraid he's got human germs now.
Oh, fuck
Can possums catch diseases from humans?
Yes.
What can they catch?
Viruses. I don't know.
We don't know.
But just like cats, they can catch shit off of us, too.
And we were joking. It's like, what if this was a Bill Gates possum? What if it has genetically altered youngest kid that he starts turning into possum?
Possum boy.
Possum boy.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of bat boy, we'll have possum boy. It's a beetle. It's a simple water beetle. It's all right.
It's fucking creepy.
Because we live in the woods, folks, in case you've never figured that out. So that's our What the Fuck file for today.
Unprovoked.
And
Unprovoked!
The new fan works wonderfully
Possum.
well.
Yeah, the new fan is really nice.
No, it'll get us through until
it is really nice.
We can. And the gentleman at the bank was brilliant. It was wonderful watching him work, which was he simply called the guy that had come and given the estimate for the install, and he's like, "Oh, well, now you can't have this installed within this period of time, right?" And just that little nudge helped. And it's interesting to watch business people work.
Uh-huh.
And that was just like the realtor that I worked for. He's just brilliant. There are people that have that gift of gab
Yeah.
that they can get shit done. I don't. I just, I do random stuff. I was happy being the assistant on that. So, yeah, I got to play the little old lady card. Little old lady in distress card. Don't you think I won't wear that son of a bitch out? I will. So hopefully everything will turn out well. But if you go make it through a day and you have not been bitten by a possum, you've had a good day.
Yeah.
You now have another basis of comparison.
The fuck? The fuck is that? Like, who the fuck? Who gets bit by a damn possum? Who? Me, man. My ass.
No, your
My foot.
Your foot.
My foot. It's about to kiss the bottom of my foot again.
Oh, my God. Anyhow, if you decide to go out in the dark of the night, leave your phone inside, folks.
Turn the damn porch light on.
That it took hours for him to own up to the fact that he wasn't paying attention while he was out there smoking. He was...
What the fuck do you mean? I told you that
your
first
phone.
thing.
But he was screwing around with the phone, which is
Mom.
why he didn't notice how close the possum was to him.
Do you think I am expecting... Do you think I'm going to be on guard with a damn possum?
Hell yeah, if you outside these days, you better be on guard with anything and everything. You
In
don't
how
know-
many years?
I still do not know. You who has tried to summon the Squatch for all these years.
And I sure as hell will.
And I sure don't want to go out 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to have a smoke and have him sitting there smoking the half of the cigarette that I left from a few hours ago.
Nah,
Yeah,
he'll be
no.
smoking a fresh one that I gave him.
That
Him
would
and I
be
will
bad.
be sitting there chilling.
That would be bad. But I swear to you, if it was going to happen, it would happen to us. And we
For
can't
real.
make this shit
And
up.
I came across somebody that genuinely believed in nothing.
Yeah.
And that shook me a bit. I didn't
Yeah.
react, but I'm like, that's only because you didn't see shit. That's because you only didn't experience shit for real. You didn't have a Catholic candle thrown at your head.
Well, I mean, it's one of those that this individual believed in nothing supernatural, paranormal.
Literally said it doesn't exist. And I'm like,
is-
that's your opinion.
Now, I'll tell you something. That is the type of person, honest to God, you
You're
need
the one to
pray-
get whacked.
Absolutely. You need to pray for him because when the Great Deception, AKA, in my belief, Project Bluebeam happens, which is cranking up day by day, he is the type of person that will absolutely lose his mind because it's going to
Yeah.
shake his paradigm to the core.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Just wait till fucking realities blend and actual supernatural shit is just going to be as visible as we are to everyone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was told that years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm waiting
the
for
veil
that.
Between the worlds is thin.
I'm waiting to see the gnomes, like,
I have no problems with the
floating
gnomes.
through the trees or whatever the fuck they do.
I have
the
no problem with
fairies
it.
doing their shit.
Yeah.
Goblins.
It's just a
I'm
matter
not,
of respect.
I'm not ready for the goblins.
Well, it's, and on some of this stuff, this
Trolls.
is where you have to know the legends of these beings, what to do, how to act around them, what not to do. Don't disrespect the Fae because they will mess with you. They're vengeful. They really are.
They are vengeful.
And they don't, as far as it carries on for generations. Some of that shit's scary.
Who pissed off the Fae in our family?
I don't think anybody did. I really don't. I think that it's his trial by fire. That was something else that, as far as listening to Robert Phoenix,
Someone pissed off something.
and David Palmer, Leo King, and I can't remember exactly where the planets are at this point, but it was in Aries. Aries, also known as Mars, god of war, fire sign. We're in the dog days of summer, which is serious. And as far as the heat, I have like I said, I discovered that about myself when it is a matter of feeling overheated and that humid. It makes anger. And that's something that everybody has known for a very long time in some of these urban areas where they've got all these heat islands and stuff. Mm-hmm. The rate of violence goes up tremendously during hot weather. Well, yeah.
They're all losing their minds.
Because these people, it's abnormal. You've got to have vegetation. You've got to have trees and grass and different things like that to absorb some of that.
Yeah, for real.
And propellers in your house. If you don't have, whatever, get you a couple of more propellers to go through.
Propellers?
Yes, fans. It's a propeller in a box.
I thought you were talking about the water propel.
No. Well, propel works also.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I don't do well in a jungle environment. So, but this is just, so expect this. Be aware of yourself and other people. Put the damn cell phone down when you're in crowds. For real. Don't be scrolling through that shit. Be aware of your surroundings.
No, I ain't putting it down when I'm on the porch smoking a cigarette.
You can sit there like that, but not at night when the possums come out. Possums ain't usually out in the day. So you got to know, what's out there. What you working through that.
No.
So, but anyhow, we'll let you know over the next however long that the rabies shots are going. He doesn't have kidney stones per se. They're not like stones, not like round. The one that he passed looked like a thorn.
Yeah.
Honest to God. So prayers for this kid. He's had one hell of a day. Yeah. And I'm proud of him because he now has bragging rights.
What kind of bragging rights is that? Got bit by a possum, bitch.
That's right.
What has your ass done? Nothing. I got bit by a fucking possum.
Final thoughts over there.
That's it. What has your ass done? You ain't done nothing until you got bit by a possum. Bitch.
I told him if this is a Matrix and if it's a game, he unlocked an Easter egg. Possum bite. He gets bonus points for that.
Do I get an achievement? Do I get a little tiny trophy?
You did. You get bonus points for that. If you've had experiences with the paranormal or supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, what the fuck files. If one amongst you out there has been bitten by a possum, please put it in the comment section, and so we can share that with everybody else, and so kid won't feel alone.
Please do.
We don't want him to feel alone.
Do.
And you can email me cupofcoffeewithscream at gmail.com.
This is some shit. I'm taking rabies shots because of this shit. This is some shit.
Email address is in the description box.
This is some shit, man. The fuck is this? The fuck is this? This is not a fucking tragedy.
Yeah, go ahead. Like, share. You want me to do your part?
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification. Y'all know the fucking spiel at this point. The fuck is this? It's a fucking possum foot.
His brother.
Possum foot.
His brother was he's always droll. Oh my God, he is droll. And he's like,
fuck Bigfoot, possum foot. That's what I'm going to mutate into.
He said that he would prefer that his brother not have rabies. And it's like, well, yes, that is the primary objective is for him to not have rabies.
Yeah. That would be horrible. Having a fucking rabid brother.
Know that you're loved. And that was something I was going to share. There's this kid that was from Farmville that made a song. And, it's about the rich man north of Richmond. And he had quoted Psalm 37 on one of the videos. And I was grateful for that reminder, I think. So I'm going to remind y'all. I'll just put that in the description box also. And y'all can go and read it for yourself. Know that you are very, very loved.
Yes.
And if you can laugh at the enemy, no matter what he throws at you, that is the strongest strategy that you could ever have. But a good badminton racket there on the side table on the porch is a good weapon to have, always.
Yeah.
And Lord willing, Lord willing,
Damn.
we'll see you on the next cup.
What kind of fuckery is this?